Good afternoon, Dr. Martin. I'm doing well. Sorry, my mind blanked. Uh, yes. To answer the questions you stated in your video, I wrote them down. My writing process is a little weird, little different. It's a kind of a mix of both. Sometimes I'll write a little, sometimes I'm able to sit down and able to write a lot. It depends on like the atmosphere and situations I'm in. Like if I'm writing here at work, I can only write a little bit at a time, but if I'm at home, I'm able to sit down with a good show and kind of knock a good chunk out. How do I handle my research? I normally, I'll go through, I'll kind of skim some things I'll start with one general, big question overall, and then I'll find some sources, and then if I have more questions, I'll Google more questions and skim and kind of collect everything and make notes based off of what I've read, and to kind of go in and out. Do you start early or close to the deadline? I'm very famous for starting very close to the deadline, hence why some of my work is either a day late or a few minutes late. And I don't genuinely sit down and go straight into it until maybe the day it's due. And sometimes I'll start the night before and go into the day it's due, and then it ends up being late. How did his evaluation compare to your expectations? You gave me a higher grade than I expected, because I expected a C or lower, not a B. So, since it is my first time writing a thesis like this, because I've done research papers. I've had to do research papers with English 102 and all that. The expectation was lower than what was produced. Thank you for liking my writing style, and for the compliment of that I am an elegant writer. It kind of got trained into me because in high school, they were like, you don't use contractions. Is it contractions or no, it's contractions. You don't use contractions when you're writing because that makes you sound illiterate, which is mostly when we speak, our cadence is we shorten everything. So when I'm writing emails, posts, my own personal writing, I don't use contractions. I always write out both words. It also helps when you get trained when most of your assignments are a word count, so that also helps. I do have I have written down your critiques of my thesis, and I'm probably going to take it in one day at a time, very slowly, try and refigure it out just to make sure I don't overwhelm myself, because that's a very common occurrence and I stress myself out and I don't want to do that. And I like the assignment. I love the assignment, actually. It is a great way to show how people or your students, what their interests are, and it can also absolutely, while fitting in the parameters of what you want, while also being something your students will actually be interested in, because I love reading. I'm very much a reader, but also I am very much a person who holds useless information, as my mother likes to call it. I'm great at trivia sometimes. Depends. But yes, I have written down all the critiques and have made a kind of a game plan on how I'm going to go through my paper and fix and edit everything. Again, thank you for such kind words. I've kind of been feeling a little burnout when it comes to writing lately. So thank you. Have a good night, afternoon, evening. Thank you.